Right, hello everybody, welcome back to a random video. Today I'm going to be talking about Krzysztof Kieslowski's The Double Life of Veronique and why I think it is a great example of perfect cinema. There's a few films I would consider that I'm going to go over in future episodes about why I think that they are just perfect examples of film at its best, and The Double Life of Veronique is one. It's one of my favourite movies as well, which sometimes when you describe a film as being, the critics would say it's amazing, it's great in terms of technically. Like, for example, I'd say The Godfather is probably the best film technically ever made, but I would never say it was my favourite movie. It is incredible, but in terms of my favourite, I'd go for more that hit me on like an emotional level, and The Double Life of Veronique is one of the rare examples where I'd say the greatest example of film comes with my favourite experience with film. And I think it's because of the director. The director tends to gravitate towards emotion and characters. It's his style and it's the way he presents his characters and writes his stories that kind of grip you. And I think that the reason that I like his film so much is because of the emotion conveyed in them. And this film is one of the best examples for it. So The Double Life of Veronica is basically a dual narrative between a Polish woman and a French woman. And it's that feeling that they think that their other person is out there. They think of this doppelganger as being part of their lives, even though they've never encountered them. They probably will never encounter them. So it's kind of like this abstract emotion. They don't know why, but they just do. It's like a sixth sense to them. And both characters, they're both fully developed. They both have their own personalities. You can tell them distinctly apart. And he does this by giving them both time to reflect. And I think that reflection is a very important part of creating a deep character. In a lot of films, there's no reflection. Nobody cares about their actions or thinks about what's going on or even has a moment just to calm down, basically. The Double Life of Veronica is a perfect example. Every single kind of sub-character, secondary character that you probably don't really would expect to care about, you still really enjoy them as a character. Like, one of the protagonist's fathers in it for maybe 3 scenes in the entire film, 20 seconds each, and even then you still like him as a character, you still care for that character, and it is because of the reflection that Krzysztof Kieslowski allows his characters to have. And although it is a bit corny, and maybe it's just me picking it up, but he tends to do it with literal reflections, such as mirrors or glass panes. There's a scene in this film where she puts her hand against the glass and she leans in close to it, and just from that motion, a character's just given more layers immediately. And I know it is stupid, but reflection is used as reflection in this film, and in a lot of Krzysztof Kieslowski's films. You can see it in the Three Colours trilogy, in the short film movies, in Decalogue. I recall them doing it a few times. And it's kind of one of the staple things that Krzysztof Kieslowski does as a director. He uses reflection to show reflection. And I just think that's an incredible thing. Wong Kar-wai does it quite a lot in some of his films. So if you're going to take anything away from this film, it's that you can create deep characters by allowing them reflection. Just give them a moment to think about the surroundings. Give them a moment where they can calm down, the pace could slow down just for 20 seconds, and just have them look out a window or just relax and just think about what's going on. Make sure that the audience knows that this character has its own emotions, its own feelings, its own motives, and that they do think about it every once in a while. Some films miss that opportunity and the film becomes weakened because of it. Just give the characters more depth by allowing the characters to think about themselves. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to try and start the channel back up. I know I haven't done anything for a long time. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next review.